Well, there has not been a top 10 listed middleweight in a long time that does not feature the name Marvin the Italian Dream Vettori. I feel like his career is a little bit underappreciated in terms of his willingness to take on all challengers. The man is an absolute bull. He's built like a backyard shed. His defense, while penetrable, has proven very solid. He has never been knocked out nor submitted in nearly 30 professional fights. And he believes if he plays the long game here tonight, he is going to be the middleweight contender who emerges with the title fight. Well, with respect to Paul Bearju Craig and Andre Muniz, two of the recent victims for Brendan Allen, this is the biggest submission threat right now in the UFC's middleweight division. Top contender, Brendan Allen. He has won 6 consecutive fights. He has been rewarded with UFC main events. He has won those fights. And a lot of people believe the top guys don't necessarily want to fight Brendan Allen because of the danger factor on the ground. Trains out of Kill Cliff FC, forging himself, building himself up, training alongside high-level strikers every day. Seems right now, as we look at Brendan Allen, 28 years of age, it's an eventuality that one day he will fight for the world title. Well, it is the venue in which every UFC athlete hopes to one day compete, and we are now ready to go from Madison Square Garden here in New York City. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Marvin the Italian Dream Vettori! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Brendan All-In Allen!
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, well, a lot of superlatives come in the way of the Italian Dream, Marvin Vettori. He still has yet to break through and become the first UFC champion from Italy, but a lot of people feel like he can sustain and eventually get there. His cardiovascular base as good as any middleweight in the division. Outstanding ground game, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. Very good, durable on the feet. And he believes, as humbly as he could say it, his opponent does not have a single advantage in this particular matchup here tonight. Lands a big right hand early. Trying to establish the jab early on here.
Yep, and he's got him secured in the half guard now.
Allen's looking for that arm triangle now. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle is tight. Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
Making all these shots count. Vettori's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Oh, how about that reversal by him there?
There it is. Now he's running him out.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Vettori.
He's got to start throwing down.
Brendan Allen's in half guard now. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Allen's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
defensively, staying aware, staying alert. The moment a little bit of space presented itself, he took it and got himself out of that triangle. Very good defense.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Brendan Allen. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited. Nice land. Great punch.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cutman's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cutmen in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
4 seconds for the end of round 1. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Big shot to the head.
Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss. Blocks the strike there and then counters with a beautifully timed uppercut. Nice job there by Vettori. Oh, straight punches there again. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Vettori's blocking pretty well now, so an adjustment made by the fighter to protect that already significantly damaged nose. Well, if you got good takedowns from the clinch, you first got to get it there, and the BJJ fighter has had no problem doing that tonight.
Well, he's closed the distance masterfully. He does a great job of timing his opponent's attacks, dropping his level, getting chest to chest, and really slowing him down.
Straight to the body there by Vettori.
That is when you have to be throwing more kicks. That's the only way to catch someone that you're actually having to chase the whole time.
How about the takedown defense? That was actually a pretty good entry by the BJJ fighter, and he's able to stuff it nonetheless.
Yeah, well, the guy's balanced. You know, there is no specialty in his game. He can do everything. So if you're throwing takedowns at him, he can defend those. He can also score takedowns of his own. He has the ability to make the fight take place exactly where he needs it to be. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg. Nice finish. Now he's got good body position. Yup. Great ground and pound by this man.
Vettori gets back up. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked.
Big double leg level change.
45 seconds remain in the round. Vettori's nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep. Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission. Great shot to the top position.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, that's the end of the round. That is not the end of the bleeding as you see the cut on the bridge of the nose, and that thing Is not getting better, ladies and gentlemen. The cut man is going to give that some attention, but that's not an ideal location either. That blood is getting into the mouth. Ugly stuff for him to deal with here. All right, I'm being told we've got some replays from the previous round, and it appears as though the cut on the bridge of the nose is getting worse by the minute.
It's getting worse by the minute, and he's got an opponent in front of him that wants to target it. He wants to hit him on the nose over and over again. I wonder if every time he gets hit there, the blood goes down into the mouth, making it difficult to breathe.
Oh, nice little right hook there.
All right, next round is now. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change, making him go over to right over the top. With that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Look for him to throw that overhand here again. Going out of the body with that hook. Well done there by Allen.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Vettori's really bleeding heavily now. You got to think they might bring in the ringside physician to take a look at that cut between rounds.
He'll work with that jab. Jab lands.
Takedown defense holds up. Uppercut lands. Vettori gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab.
Over and over, this guy's getting hit right in his face.
Allen gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. Wow, that is great submission defense.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Ooh, he's setting up another submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. There's the top. Oh, my goodness. With a massive highlight at the Garden.
Oh, my goodness.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission. He squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
All right, we go back inside the octagon to the veteran voice once more. He is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 43 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, Brandon Allen.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
All right, so here we go. One of the fighters that a lot of people think could make a championship run in this division. And the term well-rounded obviously is overused in modern-day mixed martial arts, but I think it applies.
Yeah, absolutely, Johnny. We speak privately about these fighters, and when we talk about this kid, we talk about what is in the future. Because if you look at him short-term, I think you're not doing him justice. This guy possesses all the skills in order to be an elite-level mixed martial artist. Now, is it guaranteed? Absolutely not. But he seems to have the foundation, the framework to become a UFC champion. Let's see if he can continue on that path with a victory tonight.
And one thing he all but guaranteed was a finish, either by knockout or submission, so we'll see if he gets it. Former UFC middleweight champion Anderson the Spider Silva is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys in the world.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit. And that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive you to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad. Anderson Silva has graced the octagon. He is ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Kyle, the natural behind. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Anderson the Spider Silva!
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, here's the start of round one. Anderson Silva and his infectious energy just permeating this building. Always a big-time feel in the arena when one of the greatest of all time is in the octagon. Anderson Silva here early round one. Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. Silva's been dealing with that cut on his nose for a while, and now it is just pouring blood. Lands a nice straight. That shot blocked by Silva.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
His nose is all crooked, it's all beat up, it's bleeding. He got hurt bad. That nose looks broken.
Whiffs on the right hand. Oh, high amplitude head kick. Really finding the kicking range now. Another one lands there. Well, Silva's cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation to the canvas tonight. Straight punch is true.
gets to the single collar. Big strike land. Now he will try to chase down that. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, you better start doing something defensively. A lot of these knees are landing to the bottom.
I mean, and it's going to drain you. You cannot stand there while someone has a clinch and it's just driving knees into your body.
Silva's nose is unrecognizable. It is mangled. It is cut open. I think it's probably broken at this point in time. Surgery next week, but now we'll see if mentally, physically, he can stay in this fight. Trying to inflict some damage here, but misses with the kick. Looking to land the right hand, he misses. Beautifully timed and placed kick there by Silva. Well, at least to this point, this performance from Anderson Silva has been a sight to behold. All the crowd is oohing and ahhing with his every motion.
It's vintage, huh? It is the guy that I remember walking into the arena in Philadelphia in 2010 going, wow, or 2009 going, wow, I want to be like him someday. He is just a striking master. He's so accurate, he's so quick, and that is why, once again, Anderson has looked like a world beater.
Well, his nose is just mangled. The cut appears to be the big issue. Let's get you some replays from that previous round.
I mean, it's getting hammered. He's going back to the well over and over again. And why would he not? His opponent wasn't good on the defense. His opponent allowed for him to land too clean. And now, he's just targeting that cut on the nose.
All right, senta aí. Oh, você fez muito bom nesse último round, okay? You almost knocked his ass out, okay? So what I need you to come in right now, and you use your footwork, okay? And make sure
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round here. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Oh, goes to the switch kick and lands. That was masterfully done.
It's such a fast action. You draw reactions with your opponent, and that's when you find the target.
Nice crack there. Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one is.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both good. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Nice front kick. Oh, well, the local hospital might be busy later tonight. What an absolute war this has been. The Cutmen have done a pretty good job, but both guys are leaking in the face area.
Yeah, they're working full. They're working full tonight. I mean, the Cutmen are having to try to piece these two together after every single round. But this has been fun. Oh, man!
Well, now these kicks are really starting to pile up since he found his range. This could be trouble. Silva's cut has really opened up now. That blood is flowing. Didn't necessarily wake up thinking he was going to be donating blood today. He has donated a whole lot of it. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep.
Oh, man, DC, he would appear to be in real trouble. Now a knee. Oh, back and forth we go. Blood is everywhere. I'm just not sure how much one man can take. Never mind both of these guys absorbing. A lot of blood now, and yes, the doctor is going to be called in. The referee pauses the action. His nose is absolutely mangled.
It's smashed. He's done a great job of smashing his nose, pushing it back. You see the blood coming down the face into the mouth. But it should not affect him being able to see his opponent in front of him.
And I guess if there's any place to get a cut on the face, the cheek ain't a bad spot. And it looks as though the doctor will allow him to continue. Crowd likes that decision. We'll see how long he can stay in this fight. All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway. And it doesn't seem like there was too much thought into it. It looked like they were going to let him fight. That's exactly what they did, and I could not be happy.
One of the best head kicks you'll ever see.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Back to the feet now. Knee to the body. Oh, what a round. How good was that? All right, so somewhat remarkably, we have made it to the end of the round. Both fighters have been cut up severely.
Yeah, and his corner's going to have some work to do on him. And for as bad as he looked, Johns, his opponent is as beat up as he is.
Right, I think that's part of the reason why the corner is not getting involved, because they feel like there has been a lot of damage sustained on the other side as well, as we look back at some of the replays.
I mean, these guys just beat each other up. Both of them landed beautiful strikes over the course of that round, landing damaging punch, landing damaging kicks. So many different attacks led to all the blood that we are seeing on these two fighters.
Gotta think the referee and the ringside physician are gonna be watching things closely as we begin this next round.
Are you good? Okay, look, this is happening.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Solid punch lands for him.
Head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to fight one more strike to end the night. Nice leg kick.
Oh, found the home for that left hand. Oh, huge shots being landed on both sides. So
Another hurt. He's hurt bad. Cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
oh man, that cut not in a good place, and it's not getting any better. Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by Silva, lands flush.
You know what's crazy? It was like in MMA back in the day, guys didn't jab enough. It was all power shots. Now you see guys more educated with that jab in that front hand.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. Oh, he's bleeding like crazy, champ. The stream is steady. At what point do you at least call in the doctor to look at the cut? He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. Oh, nice kick.
Fight back! Fight back!
Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Fighter lands a jab. Oh, beautiful lead kick is good there by Silva. Well, if body language is any indication, mentally he is not back in this fight after that knockdown earlier in the round.
I mean, we thought the fight was over, so I guess the credit to him is still even fighting. He's got to do something different if he has any design of winning this fight.
Oh, massive punch flush to the head. And how much more can he take? All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard.
We got blood now, folks. Doctor might need to step in shortly. We got a huge situation here. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 23 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anderson the Spider Silva!
Well, he is still considered by some to be the greatest to ever do it, and Anderson Silva certainly did it tonight. What a performance for the future Hall of Famer. He let his myriad skills take over and made it look relatively easy at times. Big W for the Spider under the lights tonight. All right, so here he is, the former UFC middleweight champion, Anderson Silva. The pro record doesn't look like it did a few years ago, DC, but most people still inject the name Anderson Silva into the discussion of the greatest MMA fighters of all time.
It's because Anderson is doing us a favor every time he steps foot in the octagon. He could have walked away and protected the record, but the lure, the draw of fighting still is pulling at the Spider. And every time he walks in there, we're getting to witness greatness. You feel it when Anderson Silva walks up the steps. I remember staring across the octagon and going, holy cow, that's Anderson Silva. And he has that approach. He has that appeal to everyone that gets in front of him, not only in the octagon, but in life. One of the nicest guys you've ever met is Anderson Silva. And a renewed focus on recovery and physical therapy has allowed the great Anderson Silva to compete deep into his 40s, DC. You ain't going 45. There's no way. 45. Ain't no chance. You're going to voice a video game. I'm going to voice a video game. What a great idea. Well, with respect to Paul Craig and Andre Muniz, two of the recent victims for Brendan Allen, this is the biggest submission threat right now in the UFC's middleweight division. Top contender, Brendan Allen. He has won 6 consecutive fights. He has been rewarded with UFC main events. He has won those fights. And a lot of people believe the top guys don't necessarily want to fight Brendan Allen because of the danger factor on the ground. Trains out of Killcliff FC, forging himself, building himself up, training alongside high-level strikers every day. Seems right now, as we look at Brendan Allen, 28 years of age, it's an eventuality that one day he will fight for the world title. All right, all the hype gives way to the action here. Both fighters have now touched down on the canvas, and we are ready to go from the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, here in New York, New York. And now our tail of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. And now, one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Anderson the Spider Silva. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Brendan All-In Allen.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Do it.
So here he is, the Muay Thai stylist, ex-gym product, Anderson Silva. We'll see how he approaches the early going here tonight. He has been a fast starter. Most of his UFC appearances have ended in round 1 or round 2. We'll see how Silva approaches this challenge here early. Silva's cut on his nose does not look good. Actually, it looks really bad. You got to think the ringside physician is going to get called in here in a moment.
Lands a quick jab.
Left hand finds the target. Well, DC, they say styles make fights. We haven't had much of a fight here through the first minute.
Hasn't been to this point. I mean, I don't have much to say, and I always got something to say.
All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where...
Oh, tight submission attempt now with the Dorse.
That is tight.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition.
And he's back to his feet. Good sign for him there.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't even see it.
I mean, I just don't even see it. An armbar attempt.
Oh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now. He's advancing.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
Now he's going full mount.
Silva's in half guard. 90 seconds to go. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position.
Under a minute to go.
That was nice. He has done such a great job of targeting that cut that now he has his opponent in a critical situation.
Oh, slips to avoid the right. Round two straight ahead. All right, heading back to the corner now after that round. And, well, Silva's nose does not look like it did at the beginning of this fight. Perhaps it is broken. It is certainly pouring blood. And you got to think the referee's going to call on the ringside physician to come in and take a look. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did the damage. He was the one that landed the shot that opened up that cut. Now he's got to make his opponent pay for it. He was a bit lax in the defense, and now he's got that massive cut on the bridge of his nose.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. Big power shot there. Silva's an absolute mess. I wonder if they might call in the ringside physician and potentially stop this fight. That's good defense to get that guard up. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart.
All right, so he's setting up for submission here.
Look at that, it's tight.
Oh, that has got to be it.
Which one?
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes' obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage for him coming in, and largely, DC, that's the way it's played out. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going to him.
He's got it all going, J.A. This is a dream for him. The takedown early, the ground control, really starting to wear at the gas tank of his opponent.
BA's looking for that arm triangle.
Oh, it's getting deep.
Oh, that's got to be it. Have a night, young man. says this week, I gotta keep these judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Absolutely. He is a phenomenal grappler. He said that he held the advantage there, and that would show itself in the fight. He proved that, and he gets a submission victory. Amazing.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
We go right inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 45 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Brandon
All right, so a major result here tonight as we continue to digest it. A submission win by the #1 contender, and he is now the new UFC middleweight champion. A tough night for the incumbent. An amazing night for the challenger, and he is celebrating the result in his corner right now. Congratulations are in order to the undisputed new king at 185 pounds.